Hi everyone, welcome back to part 25 of my TemTem playthrough. Last episode we went ahead and reached Vambi, which is a new area in Kisiwa. We've also gone ahead and explored the dojo over there as well. The only thing left to do today is go ahead and challenge the dojo master Musa and then move on forward with the storyline to see what we can do to stop Belsoto clan. The story is definitely getting more interesting. I would say we got to know that there is a general under whom everyone else is working, and we also know that they are trying to get diamond TemTems, which we heard from the doctor back in Anak volcano. Pretty interested with that storyline, but here is my team for the dojo. Everyone is at level 56. I decided to go ahead and keep Tentil as well as Saipat up in front, as Musa will have a lot of earth TemTem and having water TemTem or nature TemTem will be super helpful. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Apparently once we do defeat him, we get access to Geno Gap, which is, I believe, the next area that we'll get to explore. But here we go. We have Madrid and Kuran. I'm not too worried. The only thing is that both of the water type moves are only activated on the second turn. So for the first turn, we just have to hold it in. Hopefully I will actually survive. Ooh, that was pretty bad on Tentil. Let me go with the bomb. And as for Saipat, I'm just gonna go ahead and try using Tsunami. That should be good. The Tsunami hits and was not enough. The next turn, I'm pretty sure Tentil will go down, which is pretty bad. So I decided to go ahead and use another bomb. This time, it seems that we did survive with 4 HP, but at least I was able to take down Madrid. Next turn, I'm just not going to revive Tentil. I think that was the best it could do. Unfortunately, Madrid didn't go down in the second turn, but at least the next one I was able to move faster. Kuran is still on the stage. Alright. Even though Tentil did go down, it's still pretty fine. We are still doing pretty good with the battle. It is going as well as I thought it would. The only thing I would have to focus now on is to keep Saipat up in front, and hopefully I'll be able to do some kind of damage. Saku will be able to help us with the nature type TemTem moves, which once again will only activate in the second turn. It's a bit of an issue, but that's alright. I really wish Tentil was up now, considering that we have Scrunch, which would have taken a lot of damage from the mental moves. Now there is one thing I wanted to discuss in this episode, that is on the rainy season. Where I live, I am getting a bit of rain these days, and there's a lot of thunder and lightning, so you might accidentally hear the sound of rain in the background. I'll try to mask it out as much as possible, but sometimes, if you might know, rain gets really loud, especially when it's raining heavily, so you might hear it in the background, and I'm sorry about that. But getting back on the battle, we are in the 4th TemTem for Musa, and surprisingly Musa here has 6 TemTems, which is the first time we're actually going against. I believe the other dojos that we did battle till now had only 4 TemTems or maybe 5, so this one is a bit more challenging. Yowler is actually a neutral TemTem. I am not sure if it's part melee as well, but I feel like it's only a neutral TemTem. Saku did go down, but I do have Tentil back up. Let's go ahead and try to take down Scrunch first, and then focus on Yowler. For Yowler, I think mental moves will do a bit more damage, but I'm not sure how much. Unfortunately, Saipat went down here. We still have other team members, so I'm hoping for a better battle. Acronox is toxic, and I believe part Earth TemTem, so Saipat would have been better, but we still have Tentil. Let's see how that goes. And the good thing is that Yowler is 2 times weak to Tental's move, which is good, but I do have to be a bit more careful on Arknox. It does have some poison type moves that might do a great amount of damage on Tental. Sadly, Windblade really didn't take down Yowler. I was hoping for that, but oh well. Tental goes down once more. I'm really thinking if my strategy was a better one, or if I could have come up with a better strategy. Either way, I am down to 2 of my last team members. Hopefully I'll be able to take these 2 down. It seems that we have one more TemTem with the Musa. Let's see which one it is. Never mind. Alright, Arknox is the last one. So I guess I won't be reviving any other team members. Let's just go with Antan here, and hopefully we are able to do some good damage. Unfortunately, Kazuma went down as well, which I was expecting. The good thing is that Antan has self-care, and this actually helps me. In this case, I did actually had Goatee in my team, which I had just randomly caught. I just forgot to keep it back in the box, so I guess it's just here trying to help me. Either way, we were able to defeat Musa, and as the dojo leader, he does give us the resistance badge, which is pretty helpful. Uhuru is the one that we have to retake, but our next point would be Pinzani right here. I'm really not sure if that's how it's pronounced, but I'm just gonna call it that. I'm pretty sure you over there is actually silent, but that is where we have to reach, is the next town. I guess we are making our way through Geno Gap, which is our next area. Sure, we can definitely go ahead and go over there to stop them from crossing over, but of course this is not a mission that we could just take. I'm hoping that we'll have some kind of backup. Either way, that is all in Wambi for right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal up my team members, and we are gonna exit this town. Here we are in Geno Gap, and we get a new cutscene where Belsoto teams are kind of coming down from the chopper. Here's the new map. It's a pretty large area. Let's see how much we can actually cover. I'm pretty sure there is a Temporium out there, and if I do find a Temporium, that's where I'll end out this episode. There are only a few trainers here in Geno Gap, but you do have a couple of new TemTems coming up, although it's not here in this area though. The only thing I'm doing is searching for stickers as well as Belsoto trainers to go ahead and defeat them. Once we defeat all of these tamers, we are gonna go ahead and move on. The one good thing is that as story wise, we don't have a dojo coming up anytime soon. So I'm pretty sure that for the next at least 5 to 6 episodes, we probably will have just a opportunity to kind of run around Kisiwa, as well as meet a lot of new team members, or new NPCs, without worrying about a dojo, which I think is pretty good. And to be honest, the last time I played this game, I only played till end of Kisiwa, so I have no idea what happens after this and which new dojo master that we have to battle. Either way, it seems that we are able to defeat most of these Belsoto trainers or tamers, even though they do have some powerful TemTems. Of course, the level just jumps up after the last dojo. I have to definitely be a bit more careful. Here we have another 2 invaders. That's an interesting name for them, but I guess I do understand. After all, they just dropped off from a helicopter out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure they have a headquarters, and we probably would have to explore it at some point. I think my main focus now would be making sure that all of my team members are around the same level. I'm guessing by the time we do go to the next town, all of my team members will be around level 60. If not, I think I'll be able to go ahead and grind a bit more. I have heard this in the internet where people are complaining a bit more on grinding their TemTems before they're able to kind of move forward with the storyline. But to be honest, I have never faced that issue. I've just gone ahead and defeated all the teamers that were available in each different routes, and I have never faced this issue. So I'm not sure if this is something that would occur if you are constantly changing or updating your team members, or if this is just because of maybe skipping out some tamers by accident. But let me know in the comment section if you are playing this game and if you are facing that issue. Either way, it seems that I definitely have to go back and heal up a couple of times to make sure that I am in a good health. All of my team members are definitely able to defeat most of these tamers, but are also taking massive damage. This just shows the curve in which this game is set upon. I mean, once you complete each of these dojos, you do have a lot of tougher battles coming forward. Here we have a normal tamer who's just randomly standing in between a couple of patches of grass. It's really nice to see them in between all of these Bel Soto leaders or Bel Soto invaders. Either way, we are doing pretty good job of taking the TemTem down. Unfortunately, I did get burnt right here, and this is mainly because of the trait, but I was able to defeat 2 of the TemTems. One more left, which is Madrid. I guess I have to wait until the water type move unlocks before I can actually use it. I guess I'll stop using Ninja Jujutsu. I mean, the main issue with this move is that you have to first of all wait 4 turns to go ahead and actually use it. And once you do actually use it after 4 turns, it really doesn't do that much of a damage. I was hoping it would, but it's just a waste of space. So if Tentel does learn a new move, or does learn a move that I do have in my bag as ATC, I'm just gonna go ahead and teach it that move. This one is definitely not useful. Alright, going back and healing once more. I am looking around for more stickers. I'm guessing there are at least 2 more stickers in this area. After all, it is pretty huge. Here's one of them, and the second one should be around here somewhere. We do have one more tamer here, so let me quickly talk to her as well. Will she tame up or TemTem up in this case? Nope, not her. Here's the second sticker that I was looking around for. I do see the trend that most of the stickers I'm picking up these days are actually damaged. So I'm guessing we'll be able to find someone to actually repair it. I'm guessing it will be in the next region. Either way, here we have our last tamer for this area. Alright, Oculara is a pretty cool TemTem. I believe it's part mental and part crystal TemTem, or at least it does evolve into one. Personally, I think it's a pretty good TemTem if you have not chosen the starters. If you have decided to go ahead with Shamiz, which is, I believe, a fire type TemTem, I think this one would be a really good addition to the team. Village is pretty good as well. It does get the scavenger trait, which will heal itself if its I guess partner does go down in battle. This is very helpful at some time, especially if you do have a lot of boss battles coming up. The last TemTem here is Babawa, which I believe is pretty cool as well. It is part nature and water TemTem, so if you do want to have both of those in one, this is a solid TemTem. It does get some really good moves, especially the water lily move. Even though it's a nature type move, it is super effective. The only thing would be that it is 4 times weak to poison type or toxic type moves, so you do have to be a bit careful about it. That is all on the small area for Geno Gap here. You actually do not have any new TemTems here, so I'm decided to go ahead and move on forward. We have a bunch of smaller islands that we can explore, and I believe there is a new TemTem here. Yep, here it is. This is the new TemTem. It is Paharak, which is the evolution of Paharo. If you have used it in your team before, you probably have this evolution already. But in my case, I have not used it, so let's quickly go ahead and catch this TemTem. Alright, I think that's a pretty good health. Let me try using the Tem card plus that we already have. As far as other TemTems go, I don't believe we have anything new. If we do have a new TemTem, I will definitely let you all know. But as far as I know, this is the only one here. But we do have a ton of items. I'm pretty excited to get them. There are some islands where you'll be able to go ahead and use your crystal skates. Unfortunately, I do not have the skates right now. I believe we'll receive it in the 5th island, so I might have to wait for it a bit more. We have a couple of places where we'll be able to use the crystal skates. I believe there is an aqua volcano which I have to explore, and other than that we have crystal skates in Tupma, especially right next to the town itself. There is the whole region of crystal skates outside as well, right next to corrupted badlands. In Kisiva here, I do not remember having any other places where you might have to use crystal skates. There is one place other than this one, but that is all. Either way, it seems that we have 2 people here. Oshukai is a TemTem that I'm trying to get to my team. It's actually the final evolution of Oshuken, which I'm trying to look out for. So at some point I might have this TemTem in my team as well. It is, as I believe, a part earth and part melee TemTem. Pretty good addition to my team. Up next we have Wolfie, which will soon be able to find as well. It's quite common in Taro Desert and pretty easy to catch as well. But of course, in this case, let me quickly go ahead and take both of these TemTems down. Right. In this area where you're just rock hopping around different smaller islands, you do have a lot of tamers here. If you would like to skip them, although you do have a couple of mandatory ones, there are a couple tamers that you can just skip. Go ahead and move on forward to the Temporium and just go ahead, revive your team members and come back. I think that's a really good strategy. Or else you might have to make your way back to Wambi, which is pretty far. Either way, it is up to you. You could definitely try and use smoke bombs, which are pretty helpful. In my case, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on getting the items, in which case I would have to go ahead and battle all of the tamers in this area. I'm also trying to see all of the TemTems that are available. Unfortunately, I have not seen any new ones, so we are just gonna go ahead and move on. We're definitely doing pretty good progress over here, and there's also another sticker to pick up. But before that, let me quickly go ahead and defeat this Bel Soto soldier. This time he has 2 TemTems, although the ones I do have up in front might not really be that helpful. Switching into Antan, I think this will be pretty good. Gundam is definitely super powerful, and especially with its settling trait, I think it becomes more powerful. If you are trying to catch a specific TemTem, I would recommend going through its traits before you catch it. Some of the traits are really good, and would actually help you during battle, especially like the trait which Antan has. Either way, we are definitely doing pretty good progress. I believe we only have a couple more tamers before we reach the next emporium. Let's quickly go ahead and defeat this curl leaf. Thankfully, we are able to do it in this turn with chain hits. Pretty good. Moving forward, let me quickly collect the sticker and then see where else we can actually go. I also definitely need to go ahead and check out the equipped items as well as the moveset. Now, even though I definitely want to remove Saipat from the team, I'm really not sure when to do that. Maybe I will remove it once I get my new team member. It's always better to have a melee type in the team. So for now, I'm just going to keep it in my team. Here we have our next tamer and we have 3 TemTems to defeat. Now usually when I am recording or playing through these games, I like to put some kind of background video. It might be some kind of documentary or a horror story. I feel like that is actually pretty nice. Let me know if this is something you all do as well. It just feels more better if I do have some kind of background music going on or just someone talking in the background when I am doing a certain task. In this case, it seems that we are doing pretty good against the tamers here. Let me go ahead and take down the Kazuma as well, probably in this turn. There we go. For Kazuma, I have to definitely remember that crystal type TemTems are better. In this case, I really did not want to switch into Antan, so we just went with the TemTems I had up in front. Let me quickly heal up my team. There we go. Antan as well. Seems that we are almost there. Switching out my team members to make sure everyone is at the same level. We have our next tamer here. This one has Picky Peck, which I have not seen ever since Dennis, so it's pretty surprising. I do like to see most of these older TemTems that are being used. It does so that teamers in different areas do like to mix up their TemTems. As for Mashuk, I just should have gone with a wind type TemTem, or maybe I should have just used that move. I did use it here, which is Turbine, and it did take it down pretty fast. As for Piggy Peck, I would have to be a bit more careful. Unfortunately, the crystal type move is really not enough. Let's see which one we can use next. Going with Noxious Bomb. That did take care of it. There we go. That was the tamer right here. Alright. Let me heal up my team and move on forward. I definitely have to make sure that I do put up a scent. I mean, I really do not want any more unwanted encounters in this route. Here we did have a split in the path, and the one that I am taking now is just gonna go to a dead end. But we do get a extra item as well as a sticker. You can definitely go ahead and avoid this in the first time. Move on forward and heal up your team members if needed, and then come back here. In this case, I was just trying to level up my Antan. Unfortunately, it is really not great in front of most of these TemTems, so I am definitely struggling a lot. I should try to use the field to recover my whole team members at some point, but maybe I'll do that after this battle. Saku goes down over here as well. Let's see which team member I can definitely switch out into. There we go. Just gonna go into Paharak because why not? This is just to go ahead and revive my other team members. There we go. It seems that the other team members using Ninja Jutsu actually makes more damage on my TemTems than the other way around, which is a bit suspicious. I'm really not sure if it's just my TemTems though. Either way, using Balm Plus to heal up Saipat, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the melee move right here to take down Aknox. I really wish I knew this before. It might have helped me against Musa, but oh well. Either way, after reviving, let me quickly use up a couple of bombs that I do have. This is mainly due to me just wanting to make sure that my team members are in full health before going against these two. They are definitely fighting on the rock hopping equipment which we do own. I guess they don't really have one, or maybe just one of them did have and not the other, and they're fighting which one has to use it. Thankfully we do have one, which is good. I think this journey would have been even more difficult without it. We have to go against a Sherald and Gouldor, which is pretty powerful. They are at level 50. Alright, I think Meteor Swarm would definitely help over here. And as for Saku, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch it out. There we go. Going with Meteor Swarm, Cheryl goes down, which is pretty good. And let's see how we can take down Gouldor. Probably with a wind type move. In this case though, unfortunately I forgot to switch into Gazuma. So we are just gonna go ahead and try using Saipat. Using my powerful moves. Yep, that did pretty good damage. Crystal Bite does pretty good as well. And there we go. Most of these battles are pretty easy. As long as you know the typings, I think you'll be able to defeat the TemTems. Even though this is a dead end, we have one item here which is a all healer, but that's all. Moving forward from here, we are almost at the end. Alright, we have one more battle here. I decided to go ahead and heal up for this battle, even though I could have definitely just healed up in the Temporium. Talking to the two tamers, let's see which TemTems they do have. Alright, this one is going to be tougher, but let's see how it goes. Probably I should have switched out Saku, considering that Raikan is up in front. But Noxious Form definitely did more damage on it. That was pretty bad. I'm always worried about my nature TemTems. After all, we do have a lot of other typings that are super effective against it. Thankfully, I was able to take Raikan down, which is pretty good. And Gallus goes down next. That is all on this battle. We have definitely made a lot more progress than the last episode. We have defeated a Dojo Master, we have gone through Geno Gap, and we are almost reaching the next destination of where we are supposed to be, which actually is supposed to be Yuhuru Village. Either way, let me quickly make my way to the Temporium, which is right here, and heal up my TemTems. In the next episode, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on forward with the storyline, see what we can do to stop the Belsoto team members, and go from there. It's pretty exciting. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it really helps me a lot. I'm trying to reach the goal of 500 subscribers, so please do help me on that journey. If you'd like to support me more, check out my links for Patreon and Ko-fi, and I'll see you all in the next one.